Hi friends, how's it going? I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Amy and I am a Transformative Specialist. I help to mentor others stepping into leadership of themselves, finding their authentic self so that they can lead others in the development of their expansion. Now, today I wanted to talk to you guys about how to make space for our authentic selves. How do you really create that space that the next level you is going to need? Well, one of the first things that you have to do is make time for yourself. Right now, I have been outside this morning meditating, thinking about my manifestations, getting into alignment with what my next goals are going to be. I have spent the last 2 hours this morning doing this all to myself. Now, I know some of you might be like, well, I don't have that much time, to dilly-dally all morning. I got shit to do. Well, this shit that I'm doing is part of the expansion of myself. If I don't give myself this time and I don't put the effort in to create this space that's necessary for a new expanded version of myself and new goals, new opportunities, then do I actually really want those things? Now, when we're communicating with the universe, we're saying to the universe, look, this is what I'm available for, this is what I'm capable of, and this is what I want to do. So every single action that you have throughout your day, you need to start thinking about it. If you're really trying to be a leader, you need to step into that leadership role. Now, if you want to lead not only yourself, but you want to also lead others, like let's say you're a CEO, or you're a board member, or you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, whatever it may be, it's imperative to your success that you make time for yourself and that you create as much space within your life, your physical, your everyday life, so that new opportunities can come in. If you are constantly busy running around, there's no time to yourself, you don't even eat lunch, you're just like a crazy chicken with its head cut off, right? The universe is going to say, wow, this person is too busy for these new opportunities. I guess we'll have to wait. And you'll stay stuck. How do I know this? Because I've lived it. I used to be the crazy person with the chicken with the head cut off, and I was always constantly running, always doing. And I did not value myself enough to create that time and space that was necessary for expansion. So I stayed stuck because I wasn't learning the value of myself. I wasn't showing the universe like, hey, look, world, I am ready for something different. I am open for opportunity. So I want you to take some time to reflect and really sit down and look at your schedule and look at your daily tasks. And are they conductive of what your future self is going to be doing? If the things that you do on an everyday basis, or the way that you manage your time on an everyday basis, does not reflect what your future self wants to be doing, then you're not going to get those goals. Or you'll get those goals, but it will be detrimental to your own self because you're just going to be so exhausted and burnt out all the time, right? Because you can't spread yourself too thin either. Many of us, I hear a lot of times from my clients that they just have so many different things that they want to do. And that's wonderful. And I do the same thing. Like, I'm always like, ooh, I could do this or this or this or this. Ooh, I like that. Well, I like this. Oh, I have interest here. Let's learn about this. But that is a scattered brain effect, right? That is a certain type of mentality. So it's imperative that you are able to hone in, really zone into what makes you feel good, what makes you feel joy, what brings you satisfaction in your time. When you spend time doing something, you should always start to think about, well, is this something that really makes me feel joyful? Like, how do I feel after I just did this? Like, if you go to the gym, was it terrible, or do you feel good about yourself at the end? If you're like, let's say you have a group that you go to, like a business group, and every time you go there, you're like, Jesus, I fucking hate this. Maybe you should not go to that one. Maybe you find a different one, right? We want to set our schedule up and our time to be conductive of what our goals are. Again, those are going to be individual, and those, like, I can't tell you, no one can tell you, you need to do this, this, and this every single day. No. You need to set it up for what works for you. If you have a lot of energy some days and you have zero energy other days, and you kind of see this pattern, set it up so that when you do have energy, or you're going to be gung-ho, ready to go, that you can do the extra things. And when you need to rest, set it up. Women especially, we know what times that we need to rest. Set your own schedule. If you're an entrepreneur, no one's telling you what to do. You make these choices yourself. So start taking that authority over your schedule, over your time, over your life, and really start that's like one of the first steps, like, what can you do to have leadership within your own life? And this is one of the most important things, because it sets the tone for the rest of the aspects of the leadership development and the authentic self. So going forward, I would challenge you to start keeping track of these things. Really start looking at, maybe jot them down in your schedule, in your planner, or like a journal or a notebook, whatever. And I know that I always carry like a notebook with me because I have ideas all the time. So I'm constantly like writing things down so I don't forget, because otherwise it's just like gone. And I also have a planner, and I do put these things in here. I do schedule time. Like on Wednesdays, I schedule the morning for myself to go to the ocean and meditate. And that's just part of my schedule. It's not something like a extra thing. Like I write it in. I make time for these things because I know that they're beneficial for me, and I know that they help me to expand my own, abilities and my own opportunities, because I'm making space and getting rid of shit that no longer is necessary in life. Well, friends, I hope that this has been helpful. Again, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you next time with more leadership tips.